About to take a photo of us.
No, no, but we are about to start. And welcome everybody back to Groove Talk. Gosh, what episode is this? 4 or 5 now. We've been doing a ton. And we've been meeting everybody that's at Groove Jones, all of the really talented artists. And they join us and we talk about all sorts of random stuff. And this week will be no different. And super excited to have Dan over here, our co-founder, Dan Ferguson.
Whoop,
Welcome
whoop.
back. And he's sounding better today. He's got a brand new
Sounding
webcam,
better. New
looking sharp.
webcam.
Let's
Feeling
do
good.
it. And along with Dan, we've got Ethan Compton, who is our senior interactive producer. Thank you so much for joining us, Ethan.
Of course.
It's great to have you, man.
It's great to be here.
Great being had.
He's freezing. This entire pre-interview, you couldn't stop talking, and now we're rolling the cameras, and now it's just like, hello.
I know. Now I'm freezing up. Sorry. Hey,
I think he's talking to me.
Oh yeah. I think he's talking.
This is not Ethan's normal state. Normally, Ethan he's one of our really fun producers.
He's frozen, looking at himself in the video. He's
yes,
like,
I'm tantalized.
He's like, I can't not talk.
And I'm also wondering, Dan didn't get the memo about hairstyle.
Yeah.
Earphones and long blonde hair. I mean, come on, dude.
Oh, sorry.
This is it, man.
But then,
sorry,
Doug,
I'll work on that. Give me 5 years to grow some hair.
Doug didn't get the memo for facial scruffy beardy thing.
I literally just shaved, and yesterday, before I shaved, my wife was like so excited because I finally have like a tiny little tuft of gray hair all coming in here. She's like, it's starting. I knew it. 41 hit, and now it's just like everything goes downhill, right?
Yeah,
so
that started
one day
in my 40s at some point.
Yeah,
I've got a few years on 40 right now.
It's the wisdom. It's just you can't keep it inside anymore, and it comes out.
I shaved around lunchtime, and so it's starting to come in.
Just full.
That's that 2 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, like Tim Allen, Santa Claus. Just shave it, pops right back, right? Every time.
That's right.
Well, this is going to be a fun one because I've been every week I get to kind of talk to somebody new at Groove Jones. Ethan and I we've worked on some projects together over the last year, but like it's always we're working, and I don't really get to hang out too much and learn about you and you know where you came from. So I would love to hear. Let's start right off. How long have you been at Groove Jones now? It's been a while.
Oh, it's either 7 or 8 years now.
Wow.
How long Groove Jones? Groove Jones has been open for
8 or 9. Yeah.
You guys have been open 10.
10.
So
little over 10.
Let's go back a little bit longer than that. So Dan and I started working together at one of his previous companies called BlockDot. That was like 14 years ago, 2011, 2010 ish.
Okay.
And worked there for a little bit. He bounced. BlockDot got bought, which they changed the name. He bounced, moved over to another company. The minute Dan left, everything went to hell.
To hell. I took all the toilet paper and paper towels with me too.
And it was just a nightmare after that. But no, about 18 months or so later, I left and went and applied at Real Effects where Dan was. I don't think I knew he was there, but I saw him. I was like, oh, hey, check this out. So we worked there together for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then he left to do Groove Jones about 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I think I could have set my watch to it. And I'm not, this is like a humble brag, but like 18 months after Groove Jones started, Dan called, literally my phone rang and he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, man. What am I doing? Where am I going? What's up?
So what are my marching orders?
I came in and also Gary and Dale, who are also co-founders of Groove Jones. I've worked with them at Real Effects as well. So it was just like rejoining a familiar team. And so I'm gonna say it's been a little over 8 years.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt too. I was gonna say I thought I remembered.
There are a lot of legacy people.
We're all kind of crossing over like ships in the night. Just yeah. No, I love that about this place though, is because like one, you do get to be here for most people have been here for a very long time, which is just like at Real Effects or any place, that is so rare in the VFX world. There's always this brain drain, rebuilding the teams, new faces, which is great, new voices coming in, but like there's nothing better than having a team you've been working with for like a decade. Everybody knows each other. You've got those, everything's worked. It's like a rock band, you know, like you finally, everything, you get that flow state really easily.
And to be fair, let's say the Rolling Stones rather than Van Halen with the Eddie Vedder.
Eddie Vedder.
Well, not Eddie Vedder. Sorry, no.
Sam.
What's his name?
Oh
Eddie
my God.
I'm thinking Eddie Van Halen because
Eddie
he's
Van Halen.
like the guy, but he's the guy. But David Lee
Sammy
Roth.
Hagar. Sammy Hagar.
David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar. Yes, sorry, my bad. That changing of the guard type of thing. So yeah, it's been nice to work with.
Dude, I saw Van
people.
Halen at the Texas Jam.
Ooh.
long time ago.
Back in the
very
80s.
Cool.
Back in the 80s, yeah.
Yep.
Back in the best decade.
Yeah. We were all alive in the 80s, so I agree. Best decade.
That's right, man. Yeah, I was born in '84, so that was where like all the great movies came from. It was that 1 year.
You're the youngin' on this call, then.
I know, but I got the gray hair. It's totally cool, guys.
Dude.
I know.
I remember a sandwich I ate in 1984.
Must have been a really good sandwich, is what you're telling me.
It was like a delicious sandwich. Yes.
Oh man, I love it. Well, all right. So this is I've been asking everybody to, like, once we kind of go through like this is how you got here and all this stuff. You've been here for so long, you've had to have some like your favorite projects, like the ones I should know about. I'm coming up on my year, and I've been doing my Groove Jones history. I think I've got a good lay of the land of all the best projects. But I'd love to hear what's your absolute favorite project you ever worked on? I know it's hard, but top of your head.
It's hard. There's probably like a top 5. It'd be better.
All right, let's get a top 5.
I think almost every single project I can remember back and think of a great story behind it.
Don't break any NDAs too, because I know you're on a fun one right now.
Yes, I'm on a great one right now. We can talk about that when it's released in a month or so. But of the released projects, we did one for Royal Caribbean that was just insane. You basically put on a bunch of gear, have a backpack strapped to your back, and it's like a full room scale VR experience where you go defeat a bunch of monkey skeletons and a giant kraken.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this as one of my favorite projects, even though while we were doing the install, and we had to do multiple installs to make sure everything was fine and check on things. So I probably went on 6 cruises, having never been on one in my entire life before that. So 6 cruises in like 6 months. And I'm absolutely prone to seasickness.
Oh, no.
So every time I'd have to go on one of these cruises, I'd have to dope myself up with everything. I had everything from the little watch that you wear to like the stickers behind your ear, and then Bo9 or something like that was the last one. That was like just an over-the-counter one that it took care of it and didn't make me feel as drugged as the rest of them.
Yeah.
But it was a great team. It was a great project.
That was Swashbuckler, right? Was it Swashbuckler?
Yeah,
Swashbuckler.
Yeah.
Chris was talking fondly about Swashbuckler.
Yeah, he was my lead dev on it, and learned so much from the project. Got to do so many cool things, and like I said, going on cruises is not my cup of tea. But I mean, how can you diss on that?
Yeah, there are worse jobs than ones that make you go on cruises, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, all you can eat.
Exactly.
All you could drink, but I don't think we drank.
Yeah.
But maybe we drank. Did we drink?
Maybe after hours, right?
We didn't all you could drink, but there was alcohol.
little sip.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We ended up also, I went to the launch of that, and they went to an island that was a private island owned by Royal Caribbean. And we did that a couple times. Whole day excursion. Oh, you did it a couple times. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, they had their own island. On a whole island with a water park and some food and stuff.
So
and
much
then
fun.
The first time we were so burned out because we were on the ship doing an install, and it was like we were seriously 9 days of install. This was during COVID.
It was during COVID. Wow.
was during COVID when we had to get COVID tests, like the antigen ones and then all the other ones. Basically, we're getting COVID tested almost every day, well before we got on the ship, because we were staying locally in Miami, and then or was it Fort Lauderdale, and we'd have to go get on the ship. Now, when we were cruising, it was fine, but again, mask the whole time, COVID tests at the yin yang, and the ship had experienced a catastrophic failure in some part of it, so they had to redo the entire deck where we were doing our install.
This wasn't the poop cruise, right? That was on Netflix. No, different.
Absolutely not. Completely different.
Just want to clear it up right out of the gate. I know everybody's thinking it, not the poop cruise. Cool. All right.
And I'm sure this made the news because we looked it up, but there was a battery fire or something. Like 2 weeks before the launch of the ship, because we started installing well before it set sail for the first time. So we were working with, they had to rip out all the carpet, they had to rip out everything, and they had all these like de-stinkifiers to get the chemical plastic burn smell out of the air. So we were smelling like fake fruity air freshener for 7 days.
Mixed with burnt plastic.
This is his favorite install.
This is my favorite job, because this is like crazy story time, right? I mean, anything that creates a story like this is just automatically up there, because it's just fun to talk about. It's fun to go, holy shit.
You survived that.
Well, weren't you guys, you didn't get full rooms, right? Or did you have to bunk with the?
No, on that cruise, it was when the maiden pre-revenue cruise that we were on.
That's right, pre-revenue.
Yeah, we all had good rooms on the outside of the ship. And like I said, because it was during COVID, they didn't sell out the whole ship until all the COVID restrictions were released.
Got it.
But yeah, so the first 5 or 6 times the ship actually went out, it was not full. It was just premium rooms only. All the interior rooms were held back. And then when COVID restrictions were released or stopped, they just started selling on the ship.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's anytime I can look back and say, wow, that was wild, how did I do that, is a great thing. And almost every project I've been in here has had some kind of huge obstacle or technical obstacle, or just something that's like, I've never done that before, and it leans into I have to keep learning or I'm going to get bored as hell. So
for sure.
It's like I'm constantly entertained, I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly thinking. There's no stagnation. Now, I may get tired, I'm not going to lie about that, but
it's nice to take maybe a cruise vacation after, right? After the project wraps.
For sure. Then one of those days that we were on the island, I think several of us just went and got a drink, sat down on the beach, and fell asleep for 6 hours. And then when they said GTFO,
back to work.
we went and got back on the ship.
I remember most of our projects at Real Effects, like afterward, because those are really at Groove. Like what maybe the longest is like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Maybe if we're really pushing.
That was like a year.
That was over
a year.
Yeah.
So that was like a feature production. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I was going to say like most of.
I think the president or the CEO at the time had just come from Disney, and he was like, "That is a Disney level experience. Like that's a whole show." Like
it wasn't the CEO, but it was like there was a C-level exec that had just come from Disney to oversee and beef up all of their on-ship entertainment type stuff. Because coming from Disney theme parks, you kind of know what you're doing.
Yeah,
which is like really which was the inspiration for a lot of it. Like we paid so much attention to every single element.
Yeah,
like even from when you put your headset on. You get briefed, and so you're watching a video of the briefing of what the adventures you're about to do, and then you put your headset on, and then we would secretly open the doors, that like the wall would open up like a trapdoor wall.
It's
and
cool.
People would then say, "Okay, walk forward," but they last time they were seeing reality, there was a wall there, and there wasn't.
And they go into this room that's like kind of it's kind of geared like an escape room. Where there's a bunch of stuff around, but it's not. It's just mechanical looking because the VR puts the mask on it. So you have these pulley systems that look like you start running down the pulley system, and the ship's sails change. There was a wheel. You start turning the wheel, and the whole ship turns like a physical wheel.
That was really cool. Yeah.
All right, I don't like these podcasts anymore. I just get jealous. I want to be on that project. That project sounds so cool. My gosh, let's do Swashbuckler too. Are they into it? Or?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll get somebody to do it.
I'm doing the project I'm on now that Dan was talking about is a version of that, but lighter. I mean, there's no crazy skeleton monkeys and krakens and stuff, but there's a physical element.
Yeah, it's a really cool. I can't wait for people to see it. It's so neat.
To the VR interaction, yeah.
On the size of a basketball court, right?
On the size of a basketball court. We're doing 3 separate VR experiences in a basketball court.
Yeah, but like Ethan had said earlier, it never gets boring because like we couldn't do what we're doing today.
Yep.
2 or 3 years ago.
Nope.
Because there's new cool tech we've either created or figured out or homebrewed, and it's like now we're able to do it like this without extra hardware.
And sometimes like the client will just come up and say, I can't tell you how many times, hey, we want to do this, and we go, yeah, I think we can do that.
Yeah, well, but sometimes it's good to have people who don't know anything about what we do go.
Yeah.
What about this?
I have a meeting right after this
I think we can do
where we're launching a project that we've never done before. We've got a good idea of how we're going to do it.
I think I'm in that meeting.
I think you are. Yeah, we've got a pretty good idea of how it's going to happen, and I really enjoy that. Maybe when I was younger, it would terrify me. But as you get older as an artist, you kind of get more. That's where the fun really comes in.
You have skins on the wall. You have skins in the wall. You've kind of done some things like this before. You're not fearless from ignorance. You're fearless because you've done it before, and or you something similar. Like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we can do it. Like we've done like all these hurdles before. Like I'm sure there were. I mean, COVID, launching a cruise ship experience during COVID is probably one of the worst like setups that if you had to write it down. That'd be bad.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Like we were scoping ships for spaces, like similar ships, because the ship we put on was a literally brand new ship that had never been sailed before it came over to the US. I think it was built in Germany. But anyway, we were scoping ships out for this is going to be the room size, and we got I think it was Dale and Gary and I. That was when we had to sleep in the cruise quarters. That was awful. I feel bad for anybody that's in a cruise ship.
Head to feet the whole way, sharing bunks.
More or less, yes. But
sharing bunks.
Literally, we got back from that trip. We took one cruise ship down to Mexico and then took another cruise ship back just as we could get a double tap on looking at ships. And I think the day after I landed in Dallas, they were already talking about that ship, the one cruise ship that was stuck outside of California that had positive COVID on it. So we got back to Dallas and then everything shut down like the next week. Oddly, that's not the first time that's happened to me. I was on a company retreat on September 10th, 2001. Flew back from Mexico into Dallas, and then September 11th happened the next day.
Wow.
I don't know how that happened twice in my life, but
that's why we don't let you leave.
Yes, I understand that now.
That's why you have such a nice office. You can just you're cozy. You were showing me your hey before. Your support animal. Yeah.
See, wants to have a word to say.
Disturbing.
Who doesn't love a good hey? That's Alan Tudyk. He's the lucky charm. I think
fantastic.
It sounds like you are actually the lucky charm with a lot of these projects because they might be going horribly sideways, but they still get done.
Well,
they're still amazing.
That's why I have the senior in front of my titles, because I've seen everything almost. And everybody has that. I mean, even I have that moment when it's like, crap, we're doomed.
Yeah.
But you recover because I've been doomed before. It's fine.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. It was okay before.
but this is event-based marketing. If you do cutting edge tech stuff for event-based marketing, you're almost always right down to the wire, especially if you're doing something that's never been done before. We've been not even just here, but past several jobs. You'll be the morning of going, hey, I need the last build to fix this bug before it goes up. And if you're pulling something off the shelf, you don't have that problem. But we don't do that. We do all the things that nobody else can do.
What's the fun? What's the fun in not doing it like that, right? Like
exactly.
You want to do? Yeah, you want an easy job. You want to just punch out widgets.
Well, what would 7-year-old Ethan say? By the way, like, so is this what you've always wanted to do? It's 7-year-old Ethan, like your inner child, just like jazzed, or did you have a completely different path?
We're gonna date me right here. So at 7, I was playing Atari 2600.
Love it.
Right on the cusp of, if I got my dates right, the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
That was within a few years of that, but I had Atari, I had ColecoVision.
I have a ColecoVision.
Nice. Yep. Zaxxon and ColecoVision, so many hours. Donkey Kong, all that stuff. So I've always, from like 5 years old, I've been a gamer. That was when I first played my Atari for the first time at my uncle's house, and then we got one, and then it was all. So I didn't always want to be a game developer or into game development. I played with being an attorney for a while. I played with being a doctor for a while. I played with being a counselor for a while.
I like you're saying I played, like you're playing a video game. You tried the lawyer game, nah. Then I tried the doctor game.
I was on the eve of me. I was registered to take the LSAT, and the night before I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. That's I don't want to play that game. So
I want to play the game. That's what I want to do. The game of games.
Exactly. And when I was in, so I got a marketing degree from UNT, and that got me sort of where I wanted to go, because I started doing web programming and stuff in college. And then fresh out of college, did some web programming for a while. Then in 2008, after having bounced around for a bit, I went back to school and to SMU Guildhall and got my master's in interactive technologies with a focus in level design and game development.
Okay.
From there, I went right back to web development, because the only job I could find doing this was for like $19,000 a year, and I'm like, I cannot live on $19,000 a year. And this was in 2008 or 9.
This when you worked with me, I was paying you more than that.
This is no.
Dan, come on,
this was at this was a Gearbox. Gearbox was like 19. Yeah. It was like about 20K a year for entry level stuff.
Yeah.
They promote you out of that level, but they want to make sure that you're cool before they start paying you more.
Yeah, you gotta they vet you.
So I went right back into web development, and I was working at Dallas County Community College District, and then I started teaching at Richland. They have a game program there, and I started teaching the capstone class, which was game development. So every semester I would lead a crew of like 12, 13 students to build a level or build something in Unreal that was a playable game. And
wow, a whole semester to build a level.
Yeah.
Now how long does it take, right?
Well, a playable game.
A fully playable game, mechanics.
Yeah. Fully playable game.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
From there, and then that's when I started interviewing other places and got hooked up with Blockdot.
And then over at Blockdot, what did you guys? What was the big game you guys worked on over there? What was the claim to fame?
We did so many things.
Let's learn about them.
My favorites were all the Lego games we got to work on.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
When I started at Blockdot, they'd already transitioned out of like mostly Flash games. I think one of the first things I worked on was like winding down a Flash game, and going all mobile. So all of the Lego games we worked on were mobile. I stuck my fingers into a John Wick game that was actually web-based. You took the John Wick, not the John Wick car, because I didn't want to spoiler alert it, but a version of the John Wick car where you drove around and like ran people down. That was
sweet.
Stupid fun. We also did a Kinect version or a Kinect-based game for the Wolverine movie. Remember that, Dan?
Oh yeah! Wow!
Where
Yeah! Holy cow, man! All this computer vision stuff, like 15 years ago.
Yeah. So 15 years ago, we're designing the. I think it was either
you're on a train. It was the Wolverine movie.
Yeah, the movie where you're on the train. So it's not
when
the
he goes
X-Men
to
Origins,
Tokyo or something like that.
Tokyo.
What was the one?
Dude, that's a sweet.
I think it was just.
I think it's
X-Men
called Wolverine,
Wolverine,
right?
Yeah, I think it was
just called. Oh man, yeah. And
so
with
we did that. So you were like
explosion. Yeah.
Yeah, you were on top of the train, swiping your Wolverine claws, and you could break stuff in the environment. You could hack down your bad guys.
That was really cool.
It was fun to work on that.
Wow.
And
that was installed in movie theaters, like in the lobbies and all that.
They did kiosk versions of it all, and we've even found one somewhere in Japan.
Wow,
we were looking for footage of it, and we saw this guy doing in a big courtyard in Japan. What else those are probably the most notable ones.
We did like
really cool.
Maybe 500 to 800 games over that time.
And how long was that studio open?
I wasn't there for all of it, but Blocked Out was there for
8 or 9 years.
Yeah,
that's 10 years.
So okay, so let's reverse the math there.
Yeah, but that's 100 games.
That is so many games in 1 year.
We owned a lot of game engines. We white labeled a lot of game engines. We would rebrand them, so a lot of them were completely redone, like from the ground up.
Yeah,
but it was just an insane way of mass creating games, engines, and
it was all done in like Director, I think. Was the
Director, Flash, mobile games. We did games for the movie Land of the Lost.
The
movie came
Will Ferrell
out with Will Ferrell. Star Wars. I forget what movie it was. The Phantom Menace, maybe.
Yeah.
Whoever
General Grievous was in.
Oh, that was Revenge of the Sith, I think.
That was a game where, kind of like what we end up doing now. Maybe did I talk about this last time? But
I don't think so. This isn't.
So we get briefed on creating something. We win the business, and then the business has business. They're doing their business, and so they really don't like. Here, you guys, you're using our IP. You're building a game for our movie that we're working on, but we're working on the movie right now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bother us. And so we're creating this game, and we're like, we need like 10 Jedi Knight names for this lightsaber game that we're building. We had kyber crystals and all that, and you're unlocking the color of the lightsaber. It was really cool. Like, just send us some names and we'll approve them. We'll kind of vet them and prove them. And so we're like coming up with weird Jedi Knight names. And one of the names I submitted was Dando Ferguson. Dan Ferguson.
Did he get cleared?
It got cleared.
Nice.
So it was a name in the game. And so they said it's part of the official Jedi Knight role, like in the role list somewhere. So in some basement on some Excel spreadsheet, there's like a, Jedi 52, Dan Ferguson or Dando Ferguson, purple lightsaber or blue lightsaber, whatever it was.
Dan, you totally biffed this podcast, man. I had you put in your name and your title. How did you not put in?
I could have put Jedi.
Dando Ferguson. Yeah. It's vetted. Yeah. It's canon. Everybody
it is canon, but I don't know if it's huge canon. It's not like
doesn't matter.
Chewbacca's family from the Christmas special canon. It's like
that's so good
promotion. Oh, and we did it. We did the game. The game was sponsored by Skittles, and Conan O'Brien was doing a special on it, like during the episode, and the font that we used this font. Okay, font nerds out there. I think we used the font Industria.
Okay.
And Industria is a very kind of modern looking font, and K looks like H. Is it K? I don't know what it was, but he kept saying, "Wow, that the logo looks like Shittles," which they beeped out. Which is, I don't think Skittles does have a K, so it looked like Shittles. Find all the Shittles. I'm sure we can beep this out. God, that was so much fun. We went up to Skywalker Ranch and read the script, and I got to sleep in the cabins out there next to Steven Spielberg's cabin. It was like a dream come true.
On.
Yeah.
Dan's been around for a long time.
I've been around for a long time. Yeah.
But
getting to design a lightsaber for for my own Jedi Knight name
you could be a toy
program.
You could be a toy. It's possible.
I would be I think, the human that was Jabba the Hutt in the movie, that would have been my toy model. They're like, here, just put that guy, put a little beard on him.
Big fuzzy coat.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Big fuzzy coat, big guy. Just put him in that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
But okay, so you know how Mattel would design toys, right? And,
for sure.
And they didn't, or was it Kenner? It was maybe Kenner at the beginning.
Kenner did the OG Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. So they had like mock-ups, they had sketches. They didn't really have like final artwork and things like that. And how some of the original action figures were like who is this? Who's this guy with purple and orange? Or like, it was a couple of the action figures that were really not fully real characters,
Yeah.
Like Boba Fett had different colored plating at the time because all he was a sketch at the time.
Yeah, it was like all white, right? Yeah, the white colored armor.
That's how we get, that's how when we work sometimes with programs, sometimes we don't get everything. And they're like, you guys just, make it up.
We get concept art.
That's all you need, man.
And we got to work with concept art.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of concept art, let me, thanks to AI, I am now able...
concept art?
I'm now able to present Dando Ferguson.
That is
Jedi Knight.
Not me. That's my dad. That's Dando Ferguson Sr. Good gravy. Oh.
AI is not perfect, but...
The Star Wars universe ages you.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Ethan was saying. He's a
senior. All that pressure.
He's seen some things.
Yeah.
It's caused
the lack of air.
The
lack of air in space.
Yeah. Yeah, I went for my yearly physical yesterday, and number one thing I got was you gotta go outside, man. Vitamin D. And I'm like,
yes, I've gotten that too. I get it every year. I'm like, just give me the vitamin. I'll take the vitamin. I'm not going outside.
Yeah. I can't, man. We live, we make the magic in the dark rooms. I got some black light. That's technically UV light, but I don't think that's the type that they want.
But additionally to that, so you have you stay inside all the time. So then you go outside and you go outside for a short amount of time. You get sunburned. It's like, there's my punishment for going outside. So why would I bother?
Spanking. The sun is spanking you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I mean, who wants to wear sunblock all the time, all over your body? You're just greasy all the time. It's gross.
Yeah, it's no good, man. That's why we do what we do. We stay inside. We like to make the amazing, such cool stories. Like that's the most fun thing about this podcast so far, is just hearing everybody's stories. Because you're right, everybody's got them. Like there's some, and usually you don't get to hear them unless you work for the studio. I just this whole visual effects industry, experiential now. I mean, it's not even visual effects, it's this whole bigger thing, just full of amazing stories that are just so much fun, man. Like, it's
almost
great.
almost like I said, almost every job I've got, something happened that did not go, it was not according to plan.
Yeah. So what is it about then Groove Jones? Because everybody is here for so long. What do you think is? I can kind of hear a little bit of the DNA from previous studios coming over. I can kind of see how it all mixes together, but I don't think you can plan this. But everybody just loves to be here, and just it's the team, it's the projects. I don't know. What do you think? What's in the water? I don't know.
For me, it's both of those. I get to work with three people that almost every day that I have a lot of respect for and continue to learn stuff from, which is also important, right? If you think you can do better than the people you work for, then you should go start your own company. I can't do what they do better than they do. I can do different things better than they do, but not what they do. So that I'm constantly, all of you guys. You Gary, and Dale. I'm constantly learning stuff.
Trifecta.
You think about stuff that I don't necessarily think about, or someone who's been around as long as I have doing this stuff, or even longer. When I'm having a "what the hell am I missing" moment, it's "oh, did you think about this?" Like,
yep,
that's the thing.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Because you're too
missing.
close to it. You have a different perspective, that now you get
right.
To, yeah.
And there's no like the open. One of our creeds or sayings is we have candor. Talk about whatever the hell you want. If something's going on and you don't, if something's funky in Denmark, you talk about it. Nothing is swept under the rug, and you're not at fault for bringing up something that is nobody's fault yet.
Yeah.
But if you sit there and you're like, okay, this is going to blow up the project, and I'm going to hide it, because it can come back to get me.
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst thing you can possibly do anywhere, in any job, at any company. And there's like no ramifications. If I say this thing is broken and I did it, it's not I don't get lectured. I don't get spanked or told I'm wrong. Something. They're like, oh shit, we got to fix this.
Yeah. Rally
let's fix
together.
It. How are we going to fix it? And
people don't hide that stuff.
No, it's so bad for everything to just hide stuff, and nobody hides anything around here. I also, the project's having something new and crazy and fun at every turn is great. And I'll venture a guess that I'm good enough at what I do to have some leeway about some of the things I do.
Some of the things you do. Okay.
I'm at least once a week I'm reminded that HR is on the call.
Yeah, pretty much every Monday morning call. Every morning call, actually.
Almost every morning call. So let's say 5 times a week. Ethan, that's a bit far. We've done what's it like to work at Groove Jones questionnaires and stuff for everybody. And when everybody comes, what do you think of Ethan? Everyone's like, oh, he's just like a big brother. And that's kind of my style. That's how I lead things. Like, I'm not a micromanager, and nobody at the company really is a micromanager unless they're managing somebody that is just totally screwing up. And you can always tell when someone just isn't working, when they have to be micromanaged. You have to have autonomy, self-drive, motivation, all that kind of stuff to just do the most kick-ass stuff you can, and you'll fit in great here. If you need like rules and guidance at every turn and like a strict
what do I do today?
To live in?
Tell me, Ethan. What am I supposed to do today?
Like, I can help you with that. I can help you prioritize, but man, if you don't have that figured out, you're
what are we even doing? Yeah.
Well, we're surrounded by high performers. And
yes.
A lot of people who are on the bus who want to be on the bus.
Yeah. And if you don't want to be on the
bus, that we get you. You don't necessarily get pushed up, but you realize
it's a self-selection thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's I don't think click. I don't want to do this. I want to go work at a big company, and more power to them. We've had some brilliant people come through that have just been like, I could probably name 5 that have just been absolutely brilliant at what they do. But this after 6 or 12 months or so of this environment, they're like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
I need a little more structure. I need more time to do things because I don't like to rush. It's like some of the things that we do live for 3 days and then they're dead forever.
Yeah.
And that is very counterintuitive to a lot of developers. Speaking as a developer myself, where this thing has to live for as long as it needs to, like 5, 10, 15 years, and you're just going to work on it for 5, 10, 15 years. That is not the case here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a good point. Honestly, I really kind of want to know too, on that same thread, like my wife, she's a professor now. So she constantly gets new kids coming in the industry of just like, what's, best piece of advice? It's always a question, right? Like, how do I get a job? What's the best piece of advice? If you had to give a piece of advice to Ethan getting into this industry, like fresh out, what would you have wanted to hear that you think like really would have just, or what did you hear? Did you get some great advice coming in that like you've kind of carried with you?
I don't know. So at Guildhall, it was a 2-year program, and it just basically taught you how to kick ass with no time.
Yeah.
I took 64 credit hours in 18 months.
Yeah.
And that literally was the training ground for this job.
Sounds like it.
It's like if you're a game studio developer and you're constantly in crunch time. That's kind of like this is, except we don't work 12 hours a day all the time.
Yeah.
But it's the same kind of like I can work 8-9 hours, sometimes 10 a day, and be kind of burned out. But I chill out, watch some TV, do whatever I need to do,
recharge.
and then come back in and recharge. The next day I'm good.
Yeah.
And the longer projects are actually a little more difficult because you don't get that change of scenery.
Yeah.
So there are people that love long projects. I am not one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can do them, but the year, going back to Swashbuckler, the year-long project, that was tough because it was like, this is what
Was that the only one you were on, though?
You're
probably balancing other smaller projects.
I had other ones sprinkled in, which helped make it manageable. But it's like, this is what you're going to be eating for 12 months and go. And I have too many squirrely things going on in my head, like ADD and all that kind of stuff, to focus on something for that long.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel you, man. ADD all the way, man. Yeah, that is honestly what I really love too about real effects, and I see a lot of similarities with Groove Jones, and because we had a commercial department.
You want to know why? You want to know why there's similarities? Because the same guy ran both places.
What? Oh no! I had no idea. This is awkward now. Yeah, we had like the commercial department and the feature film. It was cool. It's like we shared artists back and forth. So like you'd be on the 1 to 2 year long features, but there was always something that popped up in the commercials, and you jump over there and do this like little short things. And we would do some fun ones. Like we did the Katy Perry music video one month that was super fast.
Oh, yeah.
And then immediately after, we had this like amazing little appetizer where we got a phone call from the Lonely Island guys. Because they wanted to do a SNL skit with, instead of the firework coming out of the chest, they wanted to have like a one of their famous songs of coming out of other parts of the anatomy.
The D in the box.
Yeah, the D in the box. That's a better way to put it. And so it was a really fun.
This is a kid show with shittles and D's in the box.
Yep, and D's in the box.
Hey,
but
this is going to be
the industry.
The other one they're known for is way worse than D in the box.
Yeah, way worse. But we got to, different tracking that we had to do, different plate tracking, but it was fun, the variety. And I do love that about Groove Jones. One month we're doing a crazy experience like we're doing that you're on right now. That's this really long project, but it's about to come out. It's so cool. And then we got these little pepper projects throughout there that are like these fun little, we get to R&D a lot of the fun new tech.
A lot of R&D,
that we then get to put in these, this next project that we're about to go into a meeting about. That's been a lot of these little projects throughout that we've kind of been just kicking the tires for. And everything at Groove Jones is like that. It's like we're constantly building on the last thing. It just makes it this really special place, Yep.
And nothing's off the table. Like we can do almost anything. Or if we can't do it, we know someone who can help us do it. And for example, like this project I'm on right now there's a huge fabrication element to it. And we don't do fabrication, but we know people who do.
Yeah.
So
and now you're building relationships with a really good partner over here that can do great fabrication for then some future project. Then I know that guy. Yeah.
Yep.
It's amazing. Well, we are coming towards the end of this podcast. I know it flies by. Like it's kind of crazy. Well,
what is it going to be my turn to talk? I thought it was going to be my turn.
We've got a little bit of time.
You talked at least 4 minutes.
Okay, Dan's been playing my good co-host today, which I appreciate because I know how busy. I know how busy you are, man. You're jet setting all over the place, and it's nice to see the familiar background because
he's going to. What are you going to Chicago?
Chicago tomorrow. Yeah. And then New York next week.
Man, do you enjoy? Does everybody enjoy traveling, or are we homebodies? Like,
I enjoy it. In small amounts. Like if I'm traveling all the time, I don't like it. But if I have to travel for a project and it's like a couple of times, it's totally fine. I actually like it. It's a nice change of scenery. I get to go out and the best part is when I get to go out and be on site for the activation. To make sure that everything goes smoothly. And you used to go to some cool cities and rack up some airline miles.
Yeah. Well, see, I always like too, because we are technically a remote studio. We have like people all over the place that are working. A central studio, which is nice because everybody can kind of get together. But I always like the travel because I get to then get off of the screen and I get to see people, and it's just a different collaborative experience. I really enjoy that kind of hybrid, jumping back and forth. But I like, Dan, you're everywhere. You seem to be
I like to, I want to be the client advocate. So when I am on site and I get to see an activation, I can really see how people are interacting with it, which I learn a lot. And so I try to bring that back to the studio and say, yes, I know you designed it that way, but that's not how they're going to interact with it. Like, this is really what they're doing.
Dan is one of the best.
With what you built, this is what they're doing. It's not what you thought they were going to do.
Dan is hands down one of the best. Is it a litmus test? Is that the right word for it? But the best, shine the flashlight. Usability. Yeah. He'll shine the flashlight on everything. It's like, guys, this is dumb.
Yeah, that was so apparent. I've never met somebody who you have such you can sniff it out really quick, which is, it's not like some people have, like when you're working on a feature film, it's the eye, right? You can spot that one thing that's wrong in the image and it's a very visual thing. But what Dan does is more of this like holistic vibe check where you can go in there and you can just kind of, maybe it is the Force, Dan. Maybe you are a Jedi because you kind of go in there and you just kind of feel like something's
Dando. Show that image again. Where's that old Dan?
It's old Dan. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. What are we?
Oh, that design is not doing what it should be doing. This is how they will interact with it. That
your
is
usability is subpar.
That's way older than me.
It's way old, Dan. I think they went a little Renaissance painting. It's got your glasses, but
it's got my glasses. It's got my brick wall.
Yeah, it's got the brick wall.
It's got all 5 fingers. That's good.
It's getting better, guys. AI is getting better.
Man, remember the day when AI would give you 6 fingers?
Oh man,
if it gave you fingers at all.
Yeah. It's funny too. Like, I'm wondering if like some of these models will have a second life somewhere out there, just kind of like the GeoCities style websites. Like
the old, hey, let's run version 1.0.
Yeah, look how dumb it is.
See the horrific things that it comes up with.
It's so fun. My wife is actually the breaker of AI. She's been fantastic. She's always been very good at. She does my tool testing when I do like feature film Python tools and things like that. She can immediately find like, no, that's dumb. And we have such we're married, so we've been working together forever. So she just cuts through the bullshit and just right to no fluff. That's wrong. Fix it. I'm like, cool, great. And it's very valuable, but she can go through and there was this one AI going around like a few months ago. It was supposed to be like an emotionally aware AI. It was all about like tone of voice. It could read your tone of voice really well. I don't even remember the name of it. There's so many right now, but when she went on to it and she, at the very end, the AI just kind of just told her to stop and was like, Jessica, stop it. I was like, I've never heard an AI say like, nope, uncle, nope. She was like playing the part of like somebody who's getting very emotionally invested. Like, don't leave me. She's like, listen, I gotta go. I'm an AI. I can't like, she's like, but please, you're my best friend. It was very funny. It was a good Friday night, guys. we got a good laugh.
Good Friday night when your AI shuts you down.
Yeah. It's always fun. It's always fun. Well, now is there a project, Ethan, that you've been hoping to, like a type of project that you've been really just like can't wait to sink your teeth into, or is there anything you want to revisit? Is there a Swashbuckler 2 out there? You're like, oh, we can make this so much better this time.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Versus, like I said, we work on so many stuff that I can never even conceive of, or out of thin air. Like, gee, this is what our next project should be, and usually whatever comes in exceeds that. Like something super cool we did. I always wanted to work with Lego again, and we got to do last year. We did a environmental projection mapping project with Lego, and in LA and New York. And man, I wish we'd had like another week of time on that, but that was a fun, cool project. And it was only live for like 2 days. And that was also a shame.
That's on the case studies, right? Like on the GrooveTalk website?
So. Yeah, it's on the site.
It was super fun to work on that project.
Everybody should go check out the Groove Jones website. Like that's one of my like it's normal studios have like the show reel, and we have that too. But like what's great is like there are some really deep dive articles that you can kind of
behind the scenes.
It's really cool.
Right, and our sales staff creates that stuff, but they always interview folks on the project. Like I contribute to those case studies.
Yeah,
so
I am too.
I'm using real world, like this is what I did on the project and this is how we did it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like some blowing smoke thing. I mean, the wording is obviously marketing lensed.
Yeah.
But
as it always has to be.
Yeah, but it's the contributions are from the people that were working on the project.
Yeah. Well, you are a fantastic contributor to Groove Jones, Ethan. It's been great to like get to chat with you for the past almost hour and hearing all about.
We should do it again sometime.
Absolutely. I want to interview every single person. I want to go even down to HR. Ethan, I want to go do it. Let's talk.
That'll be a fun one.
It'll be great. Yeah. I've always wanted to interview HR. I won't get in trouble at all. It'll be great. Yeah, I think that's what I'm really excited about is getting to chat with everybody, and that's the best thing about this podcast. And I hope everybody joins us. We're doing this about once a month now. I think that's kind of the cadence.
Yeah.
So tune in next month when another groover will get to join us and tell us all about themselves, and we can learn a little bit more about how awesome Groove Jones is. So thank you, Ethan, for being a part of Groove Jones.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
And thanks for joining us today, and thanks for co-hosting Dano. It's
we need a parting
Hopefully
shot.
My video was better. My video was better this time.
Looking great, man.
We need a parting shot of the Jedi Knight.
The Dando Urgison.
And then fade to black.
I don't think I can fade, but I can definitely bring it.
Oh, we got somebody who can fade to black.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I think we can figure out how to fade
Get
to
off
black,
my
right?
yard, you damn dirty kids.
Yes, he's force controlling the lawnmower to run after the kids on his lawn.
All right. Hey, Doug, I think we're late.
Yeah, we got to go.
All right.
Hey, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.